Alright, hello everyone. How are you? It's Kay. So this is the 18th of December on Sunday. So I will be sharing the market analysis on Forex pairs and gold, WTI, index, and Bitcoin, and also the news for this week. So let me switch the screen. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see many members here today. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. And I hope you are having a great weekend today. So I see Roxar, Augustine, TSM, TR, Arvid, John, Rodek, SAS, Mirak, Win, and everyone else. Thanks so much for joining. So just for new members here, recently I launched the KTS Academy. And this academy is to master my strategy in the monthly subscription. So if you're new, please click on the below description for the link and look for the details about this one, because recently I got some emails about this, what's about this, and so on. That's why I just want to mention first about this. So since I will be covering lots of markets today, let me switch to TradingView and get into the topics right away. So I will first screen charts from Euro USD all the way down to Swiss franc JPY first, and I will do so on the weekly time frame. Because on the daily time frame and the lower time frames I cover in the KTS and the GTS. So in this public live, I will be covering the weekly forecast. So here is the Euro USD, and this is close to Kumo. And last week there was a long wick up. So next week onwards may be bearish is my view. And especially this part, the Kumo is very thick. So the market could be resisted by this Kumo and go down. And also Chikou span is with the candles. So Chikou span may be with the candles for the next two weeks. And I'm expecting downtrend to happen. But if the Chikou span breaks it, then the market goes into Kumo, and then no trade. So I will be only trading when the market goes down this week or next week. So that's the Euro USD. And the Euro AUD is lower time frames bullish, but as per this weekly time frame, it's still flat. Or this is technically Kumo twist happens. But the reason why I say this is flat on the weekly is because Kumo is too small. So next week or this week may be reverse. So whenever you see the small Kumo like this, this uptrend is not trustable. So if you follow the daily or the lower time frames, you can follow it. But if you are the swing trader, then you might want to wait for the breakout of 1.6225, the previous resistance. So that is analysis. So watch out on the retracement and the lower time frames on Euro AUD. Okay, next one is a Euro Pound. Euro Pound has been ranging on the weekly and the lower time frames. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen dead cross happened 2 weeks ago, and Chikou span still touching. So most likely I will stay away from this one. And the Euro JPY, my view is bullish along the way because the market was supported by the Kijun Sen 2 weeks ago. So and it has been consecutive bullish in waves and broke the trend line. So my view is bullish. So Euro JPY, I will mark this one and move on to the next pairs. Okay, so next one is the Euro CAD. So Euro CAD is also bullish, but again, Kumo is very small on the weekly chart. So that means the target now is 1.4638, the previous resistances. And once the market reaches there, it may reverse. in the lower time frames. So my view is bullish, but initial target to be 1.4638. And if the market breaks it, then the next target is 1.5047. So I will follow uptrend. So this week, I prefer to wait for the breakout of that resistance. Again, 1.4638 level. Okay, next one is the Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been ranging. This is Kumo flat. Kijun Sen is down, Tenkan Sen is up. Chikou span is getting closer to candles, so the market is becoming range. And when I say this Kumo flat, you may wonder Senko span A is down, but why I say Kumo flat? And that's because overall Senko span B flat and Senko span A has been flat like this. It has ups and downs on this Senko span A, but then overall is flat. So unless I see Senko span B down or A down and Kijun Sen down, I'm not gonna be in the trade. So weekly is range, so we cannot tell which way it's going at this moment. So next pair is the USD pairs. So USD JPY last week was doji, and I'm still waiting for the breakout of the support 133.556 or 7. And because when it happens, then Chikou span break would also happen on the weekly chart. So I think downtrend will be continuous, and I think it goes down to the Kumo or the previous support and resistance level of 130.38. Also, doji break is also another great confirmation for the market continues that direction. So doji break, support break is what I'm waiting for on the USD JPY. So my view is bearish on this one. And USD CAD is now bullish in the lower time frames, waiting for the breakout of 1.3701. And these two lines are called forecast lines, and I'm also waiting for the breakout of that forecast lines. And the market reached up to 1.3805, and ultimate target is 1.3972 or 73, the swing high here. So my view is bullish on USD CAD. So I expect CAD will be weaker than USD in this market. And next one is the USD Swiss franc. This pair is downtrend because of the strong Swiss franc and weak USD, and waiting for the breakout of 0.9194. And last week was the pin bar. So the pin bar support and the candlestick support is close. So I think if it breaks that level, it goes down very fast. And then I think it goes down to 0.9091 and potentially breaks that support and continuously goes down. So my view is bearish on USD Swiss franc on this one. So I will be looking for the selling edge. So even if it goes up this week, I will simply stay away. I only take trade when it goes down. So these are the USD based pairs. Alright, I see more members now. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. Okay. Alright, yeah, I will cover S&P. And also I will cover Bank Nifty and Nifty, WTI. I will cover these markets also. So please stay tuned. Okay, so now let me move on to pound based pairs. So first, pound USD. On the weekly, it's going up to Kumo, but last week was bearish candlestick and long wick. So it may turn bearish. Also, Chikou span is touching candles, and it may keep touching the candles. This is actually the Ichimoku nature in terms of Chikou span. Chikou span sometimes keeps tracing the previous candles like this. So this week may be bearish in that sense. So my view is downtrend next week for the next 2 weeks. So pound USD I mark and looking for the selling edge on this one. And also pound JPY. Pound JPY has been ranging, Chikou span touching, so I simply stay away. No trends and no trades for myself. And pound CAD is bullish because it just broke that Kumo and the breakout of the resistance 1.6754. But then last week it broke the resistance once, but then retraced down here. So I will wait for the breakout again to buy. So I put up arrow above that above the resistance level, and if it breaks it, I will take a buy. So waiting for the break of 1.6851. But I think in the long term it's bullish. So I expect the market goes up and breaks. But it may not happen within the year because the Kumo is very small. So it may range and January may be the breakout. But anyways, I simply wait for the breakout and look for the buying edge when it happens. So next one is a pound AUD. Pound AUD, I'm still waiting for that breakout. So for the last 2 weeks, it broke on the daily or the lower time frames and then closed below the resistance, closed within the Kumo. So looks like market is still struggling to break that resistance and also the Senko span B level. And so simply waiting for the break of 1.1898 and buy. And this might happen this week or next week. So I continue to monitor pound AUD. It's bullish. So next one is a pound Swiss franc. This one I'm still waiting for the break of the resistance also, but the market is now bearish. Last 2 weeks has been bearish, so it may go down. So I don't think the breakout will happen this week, but I continue to monitor the breakout resistance of 1.1577. So I will continue to keep my arrow above that resistance. So when you see the arrow above the resistance, that means I'm waiting for that breakout. And when I see the arrow penetrating the resistance, that means I'm looking for the buying edge right now. So I put up arrow above the resistance, so I know I'm waiting for that resistance break. So now let me move on to AUD based pairs. So AUD USD, I was also waiting for the break, but last week was retracement. So no trends in the lower time frames, so most likely I continue to be away. And AUD CAD, it broke the Kumo once, but then we started retraced last week and goes back into the Kumo now. So this pair is also becoming very tricky and spiky. Recently, especially the CAD pairs are very spiky, volatile in the lower time frames. So I don't feel positive to trade CAD pairs this week. So AUDJPY is going down gradually, and this is the neckline of head and the shoulders. So waiting for the break of 90.88. And I expect the market goes down. And then Kumo's here on the weekly, so it may spike. But I think overall market is bearish. So I will be looking for the selling edge on AUDJPY. And the breakout may happen this week, so I will mark this one also, AUDJPY. And AUD Swiss franc, this one is downtrend. Kumo is down, Senko span A down. And Kumo is really thick and long, so that means this is downtrend in the long term. And Kijun Sen is down too. So I think the market breaks the support of 0.6211. So my view is bearish. So definitely I mark this one also. So 3 more pairs. And then we move on to gold and WTI. So next one is the CADJPY. CADJPY, I'm waiting for the break also of the support, 99.3. So, and this may happen within the week. So, my view is bearish. After double top neckline break, it's downtrend. And the CAD Swiss franc, this is obviously downtrend. So, waiting for the break of the support. Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. So, I'm sell biased on this one too. So, I will mark this one also. And then finally, Swiss franc JPY. This has been flat range. So, as I mentioned, as I have been mentioning for the last couple of weeks or months, I'm still waiting for the break towards either direction. Breakout of the support of 142.84 or breakout of the resistance on 151.39. Yeah, within the range, most likely I stay away. But Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up on the weekly, so this week or next week may be bullish. So in the short term, we may see uptrend, but the real trend happens at the time of the breakout towards either direction. So that's my overview on these Forex pairs. I hope that makes sense to everyone so far. So yeah, so now let me move on to gold, commodity XAUUSD. So weekly has been very tricky now, especially weekly or the lower time frames also are a bit tricky. But my view is still bullish. My view is still bullish. And the last 2 weeks were doji candles. When you see very small body and long wick up and down, this is called doji candle. Doji means at the same time in Japanese. So the open price and close price are close to the same price or exactly the same, and that's why they are called doji candles. Like same place, same price, open close, doji candles. So whenever we see doji candles like this, especially 2 or 3 consecutive, that means the market is range. So the theory is to wait for the breakout of that doji resistance. So I'm waiting for the break of 1824.95. So I put up arrow above that resistance. And then there will be a Kumo. So once the market goes into Kumo, it may range and then finally goes up this way. So yeah, when I see the uptrend and the breakout, I will come back and take trades. So my view is bull biased on gold on this one. Okay, so next one is WTI. So WTI has been bearish. It has been resisted by the trend line. And also Kumo Senko span A is down, Kijun Sen is also down, the price below Tenkan Sen and Chikou span below the candles, and it broke the support. So this is downtrend. I don't think the market goes up until it goes down to 66.25 or even lower, down to 61.85. So my view is bearish. So in this one, when I find the entry timing in the lower time frames, I will be looking for the sell chance. So my view is downtrend on this one. Okay, so now let me move on to index. Okay, so first let me cover Nikkei. Nikkei has been ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching. So no direction, no trace. We never know which way it goes. And Dow Jones also retraced. And within the Kumo on the weekly, so no trend. Lower time frames are bearish for the last 2 weeks. But in terms of this weekly bigger picture, it's range. So I actually saw this break of the previous pin bar on 34,276, and I thought the market goes up continuously after this neckline of this W bottom and that pin bar. But then the market started to reverse for the last 2 weeks. So from here, the market may be supported by the Kumo Senko spanner A or B and goes up. That's one of the scenarios. But if the market goes down below Kumo, then it may turn downtrend. So yeah, I think we have to wait for the breakout of the Kumo towards either direction and follow that direction. But at this moment, for now, I don't see any sign of the bullishness. So I think it's better to wait for the Kumo break on the weekly chart. You can actually see that there was a Tenkan Kijun gold cross, but this gold cross is happening below Kumo, and it's not trustable. So it just simply means that this is the end of downtrend, but it doesn't mean that the market goes up. So I think we have to wait for the Kumo breakout or the resistance breakout to buy. And S&P, sorry, not S&P, this is Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq is bearish because the price is below Tenkan-sen now. And the market has been resisted by the trend line, like this way. So this is downtrend. It's going down within the channel, within the descending wedge like this. And the market touched the trend line. It touched the Kijun-sen 3 times. So my view is downtrend this week. And Chikou span still touching. So once the market goes down this week and Chikou span breaks it, then I think towards the year end and New Year, January, may be bearish continuously. So for me, Nasdaq is downtrend. So next one is S&P 500. S&P is still range, not downtrend, because Kijun-sen flat. The price is below Tenkan-sen the same, but this is Chikou span touching, and the Chikou span is still within the candles. Nasdaq Chikou span was about to break. Chikou span is tip of the candles, candlestick technically, but S&P Chikou span is still within the candles. So in this case, the Chikou span may trace candles, and next year January may be bullish. Yeah, it may break the resistance in the trend line and then goes up. So that's S&P 500. And here is Euro stocks. Euro stocks, I said if the market breaks resistance, it goes up, but looks like it didn't happen. The market went back within the Kumo, so it's going back to range. So I will delete up arrow, and this is turning range now. Okay, and FTSE 100 is also similar case to Euro stocks. It was resisted, and then it's going down. So Euro stocks here is the market may go down to Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen. It's retracing back now. And FTSE 100 is also the case. You see Kijun-sen in this case has been the mid-price of the range. Every time the market goes away from Kijun-sen, it always comes back. Whenever it takes away, it always comes back like this. So this time the market went up to resistance, and now it's coming back to Kijun-sen. So I think this week or next week, the market goes down to 7162.65. It's retracing to the Kijun-sen on this example. Okay, and CAC France is also retracing back to Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen. And very much the same as FTSE 100 Euro stocks. It is resisted and then it's going down. And DAX index is also the similar case. It's also going back. It broke the Kumo. So it's going down to either Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen in this one. And Nifty chart is also the same. Nifty is still bullish because it's above the Tenkan-sen. So it may retrace back Tenkan-sen and bounce and then goes up next year. But since it's in the middle of the retracement, you don't want to buy in this case because we never know how far the market may go. It may go down to the previous resistances or support around 1820.75. But when it breaks that level, then you have to stay away, is my recommendation. Or you can try to sell and target to the weekly Kijun-sen. Okay, so that's a Nifty chart. It's a retracing market also. Okay, and AU200 is also retracing. So it's going down to Kijun-sen or Kumo, just like other index. And also Hansen is still ranging now. It broke the Kijun-sen and it's going up to Kumo now. So it's bullish. From downtrend to bullish now. But since the price is in between Kijun-sen and Kumo, it may range. So that means we cannot tell how long it takes for this market to go to Kumo. But in the long term, it's bullish on this one. Okay, so that's my analysis on index. So now let me review Bitcoin. I know there's lots of crypto traders here in my community, so here is the BTC USD. And the weekly is downtrend still because the Kumo Senko span A is down, Kijun-sen is still down, and Chikou span below candles. If this were Forex, I would always look for the sell chance. The market was also resisted by the previous support levels, which is 18,481.45. So to me, this is in the middle of downtrend, like this. So if you want to buy Bitcoin and hold in the long term, at least you want to wait for the Kijun-sen break on the weekly chart. Otherwise, I think it just keeps going down along the way. So that's the Bitcoin analysis. Okay, and also let me check Bank Nifty as per request. So Bank Nifty on the weekly is still bullish. Yeah, Kumo is up, both Senko span B, Senko span A up, Kijun-sen up, Tenkan-sen is up, price above Tenkan-sen, and Chikou span above candles. So last week was a retracement, but for me this is bullish. Yeah, so I think the retracement will be shallow, and the market reaches to the next run number, which is 45,000. So this one's still bullish to me. In the long term, it's bullish. Okay, so that's my analysis on these markets. So now let me cover news. So we are towards the year end. Okay, so let me see this week. Click apply and I get the news website. So Monday 19th we have no big news. 20th Tuesday there are news in Australia and Japan, and also Canada retail sales. Canada retail sales might be impacting the market. And Wednesday, December 21st, hold on, let me see. We have one big news which is on Canada also, CPI. This might impact the market also. And Thursday 22nd, there will be GDP in UK. It's impacting also. And GDP in the US annualized. And Friday 23rd, there will be monetary policy meeting in Japan. This will be impacting the market. And also, durable goods orders and non-defense capital goods orders X aircraft. This may not impact that much, but we have to just be careful. It may spike sometimes. Yeah, so I think this week we have to be careful in the news in CPI in Canada on Wednesday and GDP in UK, US, and policy meeting in Japan Friday. Yeah, that's about it. So that's the news for this week. So I have covered all the topics I have to cover now. So yeah, let me now come back to some comments and do some free discussions until the end of the live today. So I think you're about to watch the World Cup, right? Yeah, I will be having another meeting after this at 7 p.m. There will be KTS Academy meeting. So I won't be watching real time, but this will be ending like in 1 hour, then I can watch. So okay, let me see. So okay, let's see. Okay, thanks so much for joining everyone. Oh, John asks, which date would you have your special live stream? And I'm thinking to do the special live stream next Wednesday, but I may have plan. So once I fix that schedule, then I will let everybody know by the video or by the community post. Yeah, otherwise I think I will do it next year in January when I have more time. Towards the year end, I'm pretty much busy, so I might be doing it New Year. New Year celebration, over 60k subscribers celebration can be, I think it's good. 12th in January is my birthday, so maybe that, I think that will be also good timing to do. 12th is, which date is it? It's Thursday. Okay, so market's moving Thursday, 12th. So yeah, January 12th, I think that's also a good idea. But yeah, I will let you know when I do it. AD says, Sensei, I need help with university trading assessment. Please help. What is that? What is that? University trading assessment? Okay. Bitcoin and Ethereum, please. Okay. I didn't cover Ethereum, so let me check what is going on that market. Okay, Ethereum is now, Kumo is flat. You see Senko span A is retracing because Kijun Sen is up now. But this is still, I think, a downtrend because the price is simply below the Tenkan Sen. And Chikou span touching. So in this is consecutive bearish N waves on the weekly chart. So it may go down, is my view. And especially if the Chikou span breaks the candles, I think the market goes down very sharply. So yeah, in case if you are thinking to buy on this one, I think not yet. At least you want to wait for the price comes above Kijun Sen and buy. Otherwise, market will be spiky and range. Yeah. Okay, John says, for confirming the confirmations on the lower time frames, the counter trend line would have to break Bollinger middle line, correct? Counter trend line would have to break Bollinger Band's middle line? No, I don't really see that. Whenever I see the trend line, counter trend line break, I just take it. I just take it as is, And if I can find 2 other confirmations, I will just be in the trade. Yeah, but if you have more detailed questions and if you prefer more detailed answer, then you are always welcome to join the new KTS Academy or GTS, where I teach my strategies fully on these services. Okay, Archback says, does weekly chart affect the order to which trending market currencies you enter? Yeah, I also watch the weekly market and decide which one to trade. And also I change my risk per trade based on the weekly chart. Okay, CSW says how to determine the support and the resistance levels in each markets. Support resistance are very simple. Like when you see the swing low, swing high, simply draw the lines. Yeah, I don't usually, and also don't draw the lines like all the way up like this. These are the older lines, so in this case I don't draw these. The only thing I draw in this case is the most recent support, these 2 W bottom here, and also the resistance of this one, and also the swing low, this one, because it's downtrend. I want to see when it stops downtrend, so I put the lines on the most recent lows. Yeah, okay, Starry says TON USDT please. Okay, TON, let me see if I have that on my watch list. If not, I will search. Yeah, it looks like I never checked that market before, so let me see. Okay. So Toncoin, right? Let's see, weekly chart. Oh, since this is a new coin, it doesn't have enough data on the weekly chart by Ichimoku. And when it's young like this, Ichimoku may not work. Let me see, daily time frame is bullish. Yeah, Kijun Sen is up, Senko span A is up, Chikou span above candle, so it's bullish. Yeah, I think it breaks a resistance. Resistance of 2.8, 2.9. This is bullish. Okay, just curious, let me check the lower time frames too. 1 hour is nicely bullish now. Yeah, it's breaking the engulfing candles. The market has been nicely supported by the Tenkan-sen. So, as long as it's above Tenkan-sen in 1 hour, you're good to buy. And when it breaks Tenkan-sen, you just exit the trade. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the live stream is starting at 6 p.m. in Dubai time. And yeah, so that would be 2 p.m. in UTC. Next year is better in January, I think. Yeah, I think so too, about the special live stream. I think I will do it in January, because then we have more time. I think towards the year end, we're busy, lots of events. Me too, lots of events. So probably I will do it in next year, January. Okay, let's see. Gladius says, okay, do you still trading during the last week of December or early January? Since this is holiday season, do you think there will be less liquidity in the market which might affect your strategy? I do still trade whenever there are opportunities during the holiday season. I remember last year, I was still seeing some big trends on the 27th, 28th of December. So Yeah, whenever I see market trends, I will be in a trade. But I think most likely in the first week of January, the market will be quiet. So in that case, I may not take it. But when market's active, then I will still take it, a trade. Yeah. Oh, okay. AD about the assessment, right? It's my final assessment for my course, and I'm so confused at the moment. Have really worked hard, but info overload. Okay, you have to study step by step. Just master one by one. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of assessment you're doing in trading in the university, I think. But yeah, I'm not a major in trading or finance. My major was psychology. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what you're learning. Yeah. But yeah, I think knowledge, of course, is important to understand the markets. But I think to be a full-time trader and to be a confident, profitable trader, you also have to have much more experience. I think experience is more important than knowledge when it comes to trading. And also for knowledge, we have to have the correct knowledge. If you have the wrong understanding about the market or wrong idea or wrong perspectives to the market, then no matter how much you experience, you may not really achieve your goal. So the process of learning should be towards the right direction. Okay, TSM, yeah, you too. Have a nice Sunday. Nice week this week also. Hello, Hazim. How about XAUUSD? Yeah, I covered gold, but for those who are newly joining today, let me cover again. So gold on the weekly is bullish in my eyes. So I'm waiting for the break of the last week doji resistance, 1824.95, and buy. So there are two dojis, and this week made doji because looks like the market is losing the momentum. But I think when it breaks a resistance, it goes up very fast. Okay, Happy New Rabbit Year. Right. Yeah, TikTok. Thanks for joining. Okay, John says KTS Academy is currently priced at $90 monthly, correct? Yeah, you can actually find the details in this website. And yeah, so you can click, you can come to services and click on a KTS Academy. So this is a new website about this about the course, and you can click KTS Academy, and that's $98 per month. And I'm doing live streams every day in this community. And after this, there will be a live stream for these members and the GTS members, and I will be covering more detailed analysis in the markets, daily and the lower time frames. Okay, let me see. Johnny says 10 IM. I'm not sure. And Kijun-sen. Okay, Kijun-sen looks like a Kumo, you think. I'm not sure what you are mentioning. So if you can write again, that would be great. Yeah. Okay, Kevin says, Master K, how can one take trades in 1 hour? Why don't you do so? Must one use 5 minutes or 15 to take the trades to be profitable with KTS? Yeah, you can actually open trades in 1 hour. I mean, you can follow trends in 1 hour, I mean. But for me, I prefer to take entries on M5 and M15, so that I have smaller stop loss, and I trail profits based on M5 or M15 waves. Yeah, if I take 1 hour to trade, then the stop loss may be very wide, and you may have to decrease a lot size to make it 3%, and it may not time efficient to make profits. If you're the swing trader, then I think it's okay. But in Forex, we hardly see the weekly trends or monthly trends. So I don't take 1 hour to take trades. Yeah, 1 hour I use Ichimoku to follow, but not the how do you say, like not as an entry time frame for me. Okay, let me see some other comments and questions. Okay, Freedom says, what to do when you see candle is so far from baseline, Kijun-sen? Then when you have to check the Kijun-sen angle in that case. When you see Kijun-sen angle to be flat, then the market may reverse back to Kijun-sen. Just like this case, whenever you see the Kijun-sen angle down, like in this example, you can expect the market goes down. The far distance between candle and Kijun-sen, but since Kijun-sen is pointing down, you can expect the market goes down this way. But now Kijun-sen flat, so it may reverse. But then the market actually goes down, breaks the support that makes Kijun-sen down again. So you follow downtrend in this case until it goes flat again. And when it goes flat is here. Kijun-sen goes flat. Hold on, let me delete this line. And then you wait until Kijun-sen points down again to sell. So now the breakout, Kijun-sen points down again. So this is downtrend continuously. And then it just goes down continuously. And then, let me see. Kijun-sen is flat. And the price is getting close to Tenkan-sen. So when the price breaks Tenkan-sen, it tends to retrace back to Kijun-sen. So it broke the Tenkan-sen. So target is now Kijun-sen. It may retrace back. Okay, now Kijun-sen point down, so this is bearish. It may break the support. Kijun-sen still down. Still down Kijun-sen. Kijun-sen still down, but the price is getting close. It broke that Tenkan-sen here. I think I went too fast. So the market broke the Tenkan-sen. So in this case, it may go back to Kijun-sen. And then it just did retrace. So whenever you see the flat Kijun-sen, that means the market may reverse. Or when the market breaks Tenkan-sen, then it may reverse back to Kijun-sen. Is the basic idea, basic concept. So yeah, that's the analysis. AD, sure, you also always welcome to join the KTS Academy. So I'm doing the live streams every day for the members, and until the 24th, I will be doing everyday live streams, and after that, I will be doing 3 times or 4 times per week for the members only. And I'm thinking to do another everyday live next March. Okay, Digital says, how do you choose when to take profits? So take profit is when I see the flat Kijun-sen. That's when I look for the exit timing. Like this one too. When the Kijun-sen goes flat, then it stops downtrending and reverse. So when I see Kijun Sen flat, that's when I look for exit timing. So my strategy is very simple based on the Ichimoku. I don't use complex indicators, complex concepts for entries and exits. Archback says, did you start trading over other markets? I remember you talking about it a year ago. Yeah, I was thinking to trade index this year, but since indices are all going down in range, I'm still staying away. I'm still waiting for the best timing to trade, which I think is a breakout of that resistance. So I was happy because when I see the Kumo breakout, I thought the market goes up. Then I was planning to buy and hold in the long term, but then it just goes back for the last 2 weeks. So I'm still waiting for the best timing to buy on index or any stock markets too. Okay. Okay, correct to limit the stop loss levels. Okay, the 1 hour would be more as an exit timing rather than trading it. 1 hour, you can trade in 1 hour too. You can trade based on 1 hour trends, not for the exit timings. My entry time frame is 5 minutes. So I look for what I call the trading edge based on 5 minutes. And exit timing also based on 5 minutes, but follow Ichimoku trends. So I do multiple time frame analysis. How do you determine when the market is trending? I simply check Ichimoku lines, and especially when Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up, that's when the market is uptrending. Like in this example, when you see Kijun Sen is up, Kumo is up, that's when I see uptrend. So that's how I determine a trending market. Okay, so I do see more comments, but I have to go now. So let me stop the live in a few minutes. But yeah, again, thank you so much everyone for your participations and the support. So I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you on the next one. And for those who are KTS members and the GTS members, I will see you soon in about 5 minutes, and for market discussions. So again, thanks so much everyone. Until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Alright, bye for now. Mata ne. Thanks so much.